Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be back on your faces today. And I would say when I come up screen to speak, I'm one of the happiest person. Like I said in my last episode, it's what I live for. So speaking here is my daily job, and I'm really, 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 really happy to see you live. Please do it to share this live section. And I would like to know where you are streaming from, what state, what country, and I would like to know what time it is in your country. I'm in Nigeria, a proud one. I'm a Nigerian and I'm a proud Nigerian. So today I'm going to be talking about the growing trends of cheat back culture. The growing trend of cheat back culture. And the reason why I'm treating this topic, I'm not someone who come and treat topics because of trend, but because I see how this will be so harmful if we are not careful. Now, I know today's conversation will be uncomfortable for some people, but it's necessary. And we're talking about a generation that is gradually becoming more emotionally reactive than emotionally mature. A generation that is now moved more by trend, pain, ego, social media, opinions, and temporary emotions than by truth, wisdom, healing, and depth. And today, I'm talking about a generation moved by breeze instead of depth and truth. One of the clearest examples of today is the way society now reacts to cheating in relationship. I'm sorry. I guess I'm on air, but I have to put my earrings back. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm not sure where the pin fell, but we're going to just move that way. Now, years ago, cheating was seen as betrayal, painful, unhealthy, and destructive. But today, people now clap for revenge. Someone gets cheated on, and instead of encouraging healing wisdom, communication, boundaries, or self respect, people say, cheat back, show him pepper, do her back, make sure they cry, don't forgive, return the energy, and everybody laughs. Everybody applauds. Everybody turns pains into entertainment. But can we pause for 1 second and ask ourselves, when did emotional destruction becomes maturity? Yeah? Why do they have to cheat back? This generation, people have gone far. You need to come back up. Because honestly, many people are no longer responding from wisdom. They are reacting from wounded pride. And social media has normalized it so much that unhealthy reactions now look empowering. That she cheats back is now empowering. It's not good. Yes, women are rising up. Can't you see how foolish you are by saying that? A woman cheats back at her husband. You are applauding it. It tells how this generation, they need emotional maturity. One dangerous thing about this generation is that revenge is not packaged as confidence. People think hurting others proves strength. But let me say something carefully. A wounded reaction is not always a healed response. A wounded reaction is not always a healed response. You cheated back, it shows how immature you are. Somebody cheats on you, you are hurt, disappointed, angry, which is normal. These emotions are very valid. But now society say go and cheat too. And I see women applauding women who will go and cheat. Me, I won't bring myself so low to disrespect myself and dishonor myself because one person decides to misbehave. I will now use this my body that I guide so jealously to cheat back. No. But let me continue. So instead of one broken person, we now have two broken people destroying themselves emotionally. Hmm? And the scary thing is that many people cheering you will not be there to heal the damage afterwards. They are hailing you now, cheat back, do this one, but they will not be there. Oh. Social media loves drama, not consequences. What social media will give to you is drama, but you will have to face the consequences silently. People online work will encourage toxic behavior because it entertains them, but you are the one who will carry the emotional confusion later. The loss of depth. One thing deeply missing in this generation is depth. Depth is strongly missing in this generation. Depth is missing in this generation. People no longer sit with emotion long enough to process them wisely. Everything is now instant reaction. As you dey hot now, as you dey hot, as you dey hot, it's not wisdom. As you dey give, you dey give am back. That's both. It's not wisdom. That's foolishness speaking. Instant anger, instant revenge, instant replacement, instant exposure, instant toxicity. I mean toxicity. God help my speech. Nobody wants to pause and ask, what kind of person am I becoming through this pain? And sadly, many people now allow pain to turn them into the very thing that hurts them. And if you're not careful, that's what pain does. Pain turns you into that very thing that hurts you. If you are nursing pain like a baby, it's not your companion. You will turn to it gradually. Yes. Imagine allowing one. Imagine allowing another person's wrong decision to corrupt your own character. Allowing someone's wrong decision to corrupt your own character, your own self. No, it's not necessary. And that's how cycle continues. Broken people break people. Hurt people. Unhealed pain spreads like infection. That's what unhealed pain does. It spreads like infection. And society keeps applauding it. Can we not talk honestly? Right? A lot of relationship advice online today is not wisdom. It is wounded entertainment. I'm telling you. People now take serious emotional matters and turn them into trends. Everything becomes hot girl revenge, city boy movement. Men are scum, women are wicked, nobody is loyal. And after repeating these things constantly, people slowly stop believing healthy love exists. And that's where the trend starts. That's no true love again. Now people enter relationship already expecting betrayal. They're already guiding their mind expecting betrayal because I mean there's a mindset that has already encroached the whole society that no true love exists again. Trust is dying, patience is dying, communication is dying, emotional maturity is dying. Everyone wants to protect their ego. Very few people want to protect their peace. And honestly, this is dangerous. Because when a generation loses belief in healthy love, people start normalizing dysfunction. Let me repeat again. When a generation loses belief in healthy love, people start normalizing dysfunction and it's not good. Disrespect becomes content. And suddenly, emotional chaos becomes culture. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Nobody wants to say this one loudly, and I will say it. Cheating back does not heal betrayal. It may temporarily fit your ego. It may temporarily feel satisfying. It may temporarily look so powerful, but internally, most people become emptier afterwards. Because revenge rarely heals wounds. It only distracts them from that. It only distract from them briefly. And many people today are using distraction instead of healing. Some jump into a relationship immediately after breakup just to prove that they are still desirable. Some post excessively online just to make their ex jealous. A lot of you fall into that table. You want to make your ex know that you are living well. But you are crying now. Take time to heal. Who do you want to prove any point for? Some of you are posting for your ex so that your ex will know that you are living well. Even after him, you can still Bible straight. Oh, I'm so sorry, but you went to borrow hair. Return it. Let's continue. But deep down, many are still wounded. Healing is not proving you can hurt somebody to. Healing is becoming whole enough that pain does not change your values. And that is real maturity. And I know that this generation is losing emotional discipline. People now believe every emotion must be acted on immediately. If angry, react. If hurt, retaliate. If offended, expose. If disappointed, destroy everything. But maturity is not the absence of emotion. Maturity is the ability to manage emotions wisely. A person cheating on you is painful. Nobody's denying it. But your response still matters. Pain does not excuse becoming toxic. And honestly, one reason many relationships are collapsing today is because emotional intelligence is becoming rare. People know how to post, people know how to trend, but many no longer know how to communicate, forgive wisely, set boundaries, or heal properly. So a lot of people now feel that they think that healing, a lot of people think they are healing when they are actually feeding ego. There's a difference. Healing says I deserve peace. Ego says you must suffer the way I suffered. I come again. Healing says I deserve peace, but your ego says you deserve to suffer the way I suffer. And that's revenge. Healing says I will grow from this. Ego says I will damage you before I leave. Healing protects your future. Ego, your ego only wants temporary satisfaction. And many people listening today need to ask themselves, honestly, am I healing or just reacting? Because reaction can destroy years of emotional stability. Let me tell you, one thing I've learned is that depth often looks boring to shallow people. When you have depth, it looks boring to a shallow mind. I feel like telling this generation it's time for you to come up. You need to step up mentally. Mm. Eh? Loyalty now looks like old fashioned. Patience looks weak. Emotional control looks unserious. But not everything trending is healthy. A person can clap loudly online and still be emotionally empty offline. And I can tell you honestly, this is very true. We need a generation that thinks deeper, a generation that values character over revenge, healing over performance, wisdom over trend, truth over upload. Because if everybody keeps responding to pain with destruction, eventually nobody remains emotionally safe. And I want to say this to someone who has been betrayed or whatever has happened. Your pain is really valid. Being cheated on hurt deeply. It can damage confidence, trust, and self worth. But please do not allow somebody else bad. Don't allow someone else bad behavior to transform your own values. Don't allow it. That's what you should not allow. Do not let temporary temporary pain permanently change who you are. You can live, you can heal, you can set boundaries, you can choose yourself. But destroying yourself emotionally just to prove a point is never true freedom. I see the way we applaud cheating online. I see women say now they are not rising. Now women are not having sex. That's no sense. You are not having sex. So sense to you is cheating back. Can't you see why this generation, you see, I wanted to even put my hand on my head. Because the lack of wisdom is painful. Go to blogs and see and say, I saw some women say, thank God women are realizing. And they are cheating back. Clap for yourself. Because of someone else's own bad character, then I will not dent my own image. Sis, you don't have to cheat back. You can walk away. So that you will heal. I'm of the opinion of not remaining in a toxic place. Any environment that brings you down and consistently cause you pain, and abuses you, I'm of the opinion strongly that you excuse that environment for a while. It doesn't matter what the environment is. Forget some of the endurance messages. You leave first. You become whole before you can be a better woman, a better wife. So instead of encouraging cheating back, I encourage women to give space. I encourage men to give space. Instead of to cheat back, give that person space. Go somewhere else. Heal well. No one deserves to be cheated on. But it becomes a problem when you feel you have to cheat back. And I feel bad with the kind of ladies we are breeding in this generation who are applauding cheat back. I even saw online that a guy cancelled his engagement with a girl because of one of the comments on the blog. I'm not saying you should live your life to please people. I mean, air your opinion, but be wise. How comes you are not applauding women cheating back? Where's our values? Where's your pride as a woman if you have to cheat back? Where's your respect? Where's your self-worth? Yes, we know we're in a generation where men have legalized, oh, the men are polygamous in nature, they must cheat. That doesn't mean you will cheat back. Because truly, men are not really polygamous in nature. It's when they want to cheat, they use that to cheat. I see men legalize that to cheat and live life, but you as a woman, you shouldn't do that. Right? There's a way I carry myself so much that I will not, because of your own flaws, I will dent myself. I will not dent my image for whosoever, whatever you are to me. I will not dent myself. I will not want to even revenge because I need time to heal myself. So why you come on blogs to applaud people to say women should cheat back? Bad sense, bad sense, bad sense. Sorry, I'm using bad sense. Because when I saw some of your comments on blog, I said, Kai, bad sense. So please, there's a way things can be done. And I don't like the fact that the marriage issues keeps appearing online. Social media now looks like a law court. Oh my God. It breaks me. Social media is not a law court that people that were not there when you started a relationship, people that don't understand the institution called marriage, we have something to say about your marriage. When you bring your marriage issues online, I call you an immature person. And I noticed that a lot of children got married and we felt they were adults. Because there is a way you can resolve some issues beyond the screen. The screen will bring suggestion that will ruin and scatter everything. Remember, your children are there. They will grow up to meet some of these things. And it's not good for their image. Because you will not know what they will become. It's not healthy. So it's safe to say that enough of bringing marriage issues online. Stop it already. If you have issues you want to go to God, go to God. Settle it in your family. But it's not for social media. Why do you think the social media needs your opinion? That you need the social media opinion for your own marriage. It shows you don't respect the marriage institution. It's not enough being married. Some people are married, but they are not mature. That's why when your wife offend you, there's a man on my Facebook. Anytime him and his wife have issues, how I know it's on his status. He will start posting on Facebook. That's immaturity. Why is he married in the first place? Why are you married? I keep seeing his post that it's not bad. Like, I see his post, I'm like, what? What is the problem? So, you don't need social media's opinion. You don't need a social media opinion for your marriage. Sort yourself out and save your children some face, save this generation. Respect, save them everything you have to do. And please, cheating is wrong. Whether male, female, it is wrong to cheat. And it's not a good thing. See, I asked someone, a married man, I asked him, do you know who your wife is? You've disrespected her so much by cheating on her. When you cheat on your wife is a disrespect now. When you cheat on your spouse is disrespect. You don't need to come and tell them like this on their face. You've disrespected them. Why do you feel that some little ladies that should not have mouth to talk to your wife, they will be sending your wife's message because of your immoral lifestyle? You cannot stay one place. You see with the way the society is now, and you expect healthy children to come out from that home. First of all, before you behave as a parent, as a spouse, think of your children. Think of them because I feel that most of us think with our erection. A lot of times, why men cheat is because they think with their erection. You think with your penis. That's why now. Use your penis to think. It helps you reason. That's why you go to cheat. You don't think of the future of your children. Because if it's not your erection that is helping you think, tell me why. You will cheat on your lawfully wedded wife. You are gathering issues for the future. The moment you meet me as a man, that's why I pray, because a lot of married men will meet you, you don't know. That's why ladies, we need to discern. I've met ladies like that who never knew that the man was married. They came, and that's why you need discernment. You need to ask some questions. You need to make findings. You don't just open yourself because a man say he likes you. No, check. Has he been married before? Is he married? Because most men are married and they'll go to another place to go and marry, go to another place. I wonder, I see those issues happening is because we throw ourselves as women, because if marriage comes, we just throw ourselves. No, you make findings. You make findings. Make necessary findings. Check down to his lineage. Who is he? Apart from discernment, open your eyes. Make findings, ladies. Don't throw yourself. Women, we throw ourselves. That's why tomorrow you will hear that the man married someone. How did you enter such place? You will ask to the fifth generation, if possible. Ask. Ask. Because some people are married elsewhere, they are coming to marry here, marry there, marry there. So I say to you, men, why you cheat is because you think with your penis. Think with your erection. You don't think about the future of your children. There was a man that died. The day he died, that's the day I know that he had many children. They were just coming different wives, different. I couldn't even process it till now. I couldn't even process it till now because this someone I can vouch for that this man cannot do anything. But the moment he died, it was because he was thinking with his erection. All his life, it was his penis that was leading him. So really, this generation, we need to wake up. It's a wake-up call. Because I see cheating has done more harm than good. You don't know the problem you are gathering for your children in the future. I've seen when men cheat and went to contact disease and came to give it to their wife that is at home. So please, it's not okay for you as a woman to cheat back. I'm looking at the camera. That thing telling you that you have to cheat back when you are being cheated on is of the devil. Respect yourself. Carry yourself with so much respect. Your body deserves the respect. You are not a pit toilet. You are a respected and a holy being in the temple of God. Shouldn't retaliate. Okay? Shouldn't do that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need to cheat back. Oh, you don't need. Young ladies, you don't need to learn that. You don't need it. Okay? So I think that has done justice to this, but I like to advise some people, be careful on how you make input on marital issues online. It's affecting your CV, it's affecting everything. People you don't know are watching. They are seeing what you're saying online. And some of you have lost opportunity because of your comments online. It's not good. Be watchful. Young people, be watchful with your input on certain things online. People are watching you, and you have to be really careful, especially when you want to go far. It's not everything that deserves your opinion. Sometimes shut up. And if you don't have a match, if you must give opinions, because I not will give opinions on matters. I like it. That's why we're in the social space. That some of you are quiet doesn't mean you are wise. Most times you don't have what to say. That's why you're keeping quiet. So if you know you have something to say on every trending matter, you're a blogger, communicate it wisely and maturely. Okay? So nobody say you should keep quiet. Nobody is putting fear on you. Social media is there for you to make opinions, write things and stuff like that. But be very, 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 very discerning before you make comment out there, before you put some write up out there, because you don't know who is watching you. A lot of relationship has been lost because of comment, a simple comment on a blog. So let's be guided, okay? So ladies, come back. You are not meant to cheat back. Don't do it. It's not in your DNA, it's not in your character, and you should never imagine that. That should not be a mindset that women will rise with. As a woman, you shouldn't do that. It shows you are not mature if you think you need to cheat back. Okay, respect yourself. And that will be all for today's section. Thank you all so much for joining Saturday for Wedding. See you next week and bye.